Welcome to Friday's episode of Move Durham. Now today we are taking a look back on the week that has been and looking through from Monday through to Thursday of all the movements that we've done. So try and follow along with all of them if you can do, that would be fantastic. But don't worry if you need to take a break at any point. Our first stop is with Liz over in Spinnymore. She's at the leisure centre and she's got some woggles. You'll see what I mean.
TV shows are great actually to watch, to get you moving just little by little, and it is a slow process, and I think you all have to remember that. You can't just go out and do something straight away.
You can always watch this show, Move Durham. It's easy enough to follow. You start off with small steps and you just get more and more.
Welcome. We're at Spinnymore Leisure Centre. We're poolside, so we're taking our inspiration from the pool today. We've got a woggle here, but if you're at home and you don't have one of these, you can use a pair of tights, you can grab a towel, or you can use a resistance band. They're all going to help with the exercises we're going to do today. So, shoulders back and down, woggle in one hand. Just going to start to push down and lift back up. Push and lift. So again, if you're in the water doing these exercises, you've got that little bit of resistance there. Water gives you that whole body workout. So if you fancy having a dip, you can try these in the pool too. Are we okay? Good. Brill. Again, nice and tall if you can. Tummy's pulled in, so that's going to help posture. I can feel that shoulder in my arms. Are we ready to change to the other side? Yes, please. Lift and lower. Fab. So again, if you're in the water, because of that buoyancy, it's low impact. So you find people that are rehabilitating use the water. If you have arthritis, it sometimes means that you can do your activity in the water a lot easier than you can on the dry land. Last one this side. Good? Yeah. Okay, let's take that woggle, technical term, above the head. We're going to do a lat pull down. So again, nice and tall, we're just going to pull it down just in front of the chest and then lift back up. Pull it down and lift. If you don't have one of these, you might not at home, use a couple of cans, fill a bottle with a bit of water, then you can increase the amount of water in the bottle when you want to increase the weight. We good? Brill. Last one of these, and then we'll take it out in front. So we're going to think about a back extension. So as we come in, we're taking those arms out to the side, squeezing your shoulder blades together, and then releasing back down. And again, squeeze together, and release. So can you feel that across the top of the back? Lovely. Couple more of these. So that's that squeezing through the back, stretching out that chest. Here's the last one. Fab. Okay, release that down. We've got one more to do. So we're going to put that woggle underneath the foot. Okay, so we're holding onto the woggle. The tops, we're going to lift your knee. So we're going to lift up and then push back down. So again, acting as a bit of resistance. I've got a bit of a wobble on here. So again, balance. And let's just change and do the other leg. Okay, we ready? Let's bring it up. Push down. Two more. Last one. And thank you once again. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you so much to Liz and her team there over at the Leisure Centre. Now we're sticking with Liz, and on Tuesday she was at the Pavilion in Peterlee.
It's good for you. It gets me out of the house.
You think you don't want to do it, but as soon as you start, you just get into it. It's fun, so really, really enjoy it. I would encourage them to watch these videos just to start off really low, start off slowly and build up and just do what they can while they're at home.
We're going to start by taking the arms out in front, just rolling those shoulder blades forward and then taking them out, squeezing behind. So these are nice gentle movements. Don't rush them. Lots of time. That's it. We're going to do one more of these. And then I'm going to hold those arms out in front. I'm going to push the hands away. So you'll feel that stretch across the top of the back and those shoulders. And then just nod your chin down towards the chest if you can. And that stretch will just go up into that neck. Brilliant. Let's do that again. Take the arms out and draw back. These are quite nice to do in the morning or last thing at night. And then hold at the back this time. You can hold onto your chair or you can bring the hands into the middle of the back and just draw your shoulder blades together. So this time you should feel that stretch across the front of the chest, just across here. Thinking about your neck now, nice tall posture. Take the ear to the shoulder one side, roll the chin along the chest and take the ear to the shoulder the other side. Hold it there, then roll it back. That's it. Keep going. And this time when we get to the other side, I'm going to hold it there and feel that stretch down the side of the neck. If you can, and only if you want to, that little bit of pressure just on that head just increases that stretch. And we'll roll to the other side and then we'll hold that stretch the other side. Same thing again. Have a go. If it doesn't suit you, take your hand away. Brilliant. Bring the head up into the centre. You all okay? Let's just dig those heels out in front. So we've got alternate heel digs and we're going to think about stretching those calf muscles here. We'll take one leg out in front. I'm going to hold it there and flex the foot up towards the face. That's brilliant. Can you feel that stretch down the lower part of that leg? We're still stood nice and tall here, stretching that calf. And then we'll dig the heels in again, alternate heels. And then we're going to change to the other leg. So we're going to hold it out here. Just pull that toe up, feel that stretch. Brilliant. Let's just tap the toes now. So we're tapping those toes out in front. This is going to stretch those hamstrings. So you're going to place one foot out in front, foot on the floor, lift your body nice and tall, exactly the same thing as you're on the chair. Lean that body forward. So you're hinging from the hips, pushing that bottom out behind if you stood up. We should feel that stretch down the back of this straight leg. Have you got that there? Yeah. Down here. Brilliant. Bring that body up. Just tap those toes out in front. I'm just going to do the other side. And then hold that foot out in front. Lift that chest, just hinge from your hips. Keep that tummy drawn in. And we've got that stretch down the back of this straight leg here. Great job, guys. Brilliant work. Draw that up. Little march. And we're done. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Liz and her team, for those movements there. Now let's go across to Wednesday when we joined Deborah and the Over 50s Football Club over at the Abbey Leisure Centre in Pitty. Now, it was a good day. It was all about the hips.
Well, to get people to do exercise, just get up and do it. Doesn't matter what you do, every little helps. I enjoy it. And I got started through somebody giving me a push.
Anybody who wants to do the exercise, please try and do it because it's so exciting and it'll make you feel great.
So first of all, let's just try taking the feet just a little bit wider than the hips. Knees nice and soft, stand up tall. We're going to place our hands on our hips and we're just going to circle those hips around in one direction. Now if you're sitting on the chair, you're going to have to do this a little bit differently. So take a look at Mike, he's just showing you an example of how you can still work those hips while sitting down. Okay, let's try changing direction. And we'll just do a few hip circles in the other side. So we're loosening up those hip joints and the bottom of the spine. Really good mobility exercise that can be done anywhere, anytime during the day. The next exercise is going to be for the ankles. So let's get the balance on one foot first of all. Try lifting up that foot, and we're just going to circle the ankle round in the one direction. So again, if you're feeling a little bit wobbly, just pop your hand out, hold on to something for support if you need to. Okay, then we'll change direction. Take that toe round in the other direction now. And then again, if you need to, just keep popping that foot down for support. There we go. Foot down. Let's get the balance again. We're going to try that on the other side. So take the weight across to the other foot, lift it up, and off we go. Let's start circling that ankle round in one direction. It's exactly the same, this one, if you're sitting down or standing up. I find it helps if you really try and focus on one spot. Don't be looking around the room. And let's change direction. Okay, lots of nice big movements in that foot. And place the feet down together. Okay, so now we're going to lift the heels up and down. So these are calf raises. Your feet are about hip distance apart. Again, hold onto a chair or a table if you need to. And all we're going to do for this one is we're just going to stand up onto the toes and back down. Nice and gentle, up and down. Try not to rock backwards and forwards. Let's see if we can control the movement. We'll do 2 more of those. 1 and 2. And hold it there. We're going back onto the hip exercises now. So another big hip flexibility exercise. So we're going to lift up the knee, and we're just going to circle that knee outwards and place it down on the floor. Then we'll do exactly the same on the other side. Lift up the knee and circle it outwards. Let's see if we can keep that going. Lift and circle, lift and circle. Another 4, 3, 2 and 1. Fantastic, hold it there. Now hopefully you've got a chair behind you, so we're all going to sit down on our chairs now. So again, just remember, make sure you've got those heels down on the floor. Make sure we can sit up nice and tall. Let's start by taking the foot forward, and again, this is just a little bit of ankle flexibility. So when we're pointing the toe down, trying to go as far as we can and pulling that toe up as high as you can. 1 more now, keep it up, pull, 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 hold it. You'll be able to feel that, tense the muscles down the front of the leg, yeah, and relax. Let's try the same on the other side. Lift the heel up, forward and back with the toe, big movements, taking it as far through that range of movement as you can. And this time, hold it up, pull, 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 feel those muscles tensing on the front of the leg. Fantastic, and down.
Now we're sticking with Deborah, but she's got a new team with her over in Stanley, and they're showing us a full body stretch, the perfect way to end this activity.
When I'm at home, I do try to get up and about and do things, but it is so boring when you're on your own. Whereas when I'm at an exercise class with other people, it gives you it motivates you to try and do better.
So before we stretch the muscles out, it's important just to get our joints a little bit loosened and a little bit warmer. So we're going to start by doing that. We're going to circle the shoulders back, and we're going to go through these stretches from top to bottom. So we're starting with the upper body, and then we're going to work all the way down to the lower body. Let's just circle the shoulders the other way. So these sorts of exercises are really good to do first thing on a morning when you get up and you sit on the edge of your bed, or if you've been sat watching the telly for a while, you could do these sorts of things in the break just to kind of loosen up a little bit. Okay, relax the arms now, just turn your head one side and the other side. Now just be gentle with this, you don't need to overstretch the neck. 1 more each side. Last one. And there we go. Now just drop your hands down by your side if you've got enough room where you're sitting. I just want you to imagine you're just kind of running your fingertips through some water. Imagine you're sitting in a rowing boat. It's nice and gently, taking those hands forward and back. little bit higher if you can. And this one, if you can do it, we're going to go all the way up to the ceiling and just do a big stretch. Imagine you're waking up first thing on the morning and you're having that lovely big stretch, and bring it down. Now bring those hands to about shoulder height. This time we're going to drop the head down, so you're just looking through that gap. We're going to curl the back slightly and push the hands forward, and you should feel this is pulling the muscles across the top of the back, across your shoulders and in between your shoulder blades. Lovely. Now bring the hands down, sit up nice and tall, and take your hands onto the side of the chair. So there's two ways you can do this. You can hold onto the side of the chair here, and you're just going to squeeze your elbows back, squeeze your shoulder blades in, push your chest forward. If you can go a little bit further, this is up to you though, but you might be able to take your hands onto the bottom of your back. So it's your choice. Same thing, squeezing those elbows in, pushing the chest forward. And just relax. Let's give them a little bit of a shake. Okay, the next one's going to be stretching out these muscles on the back of the arms. So take your hand up onto the shoulder, and then we're going to try and lift the elbow. So you're going to slide your fingertips down your back, and you only go as far as you manage. You stop when you're feeling it pulling here down the back of the arm. There we go, hold it there and down. Let's try that on the other side. Take the fingers onto the shoulder and lift up that elbow, and as soon as you feel that pull down the back of the arm, we're going to stop and we're going to hold it there. Lovely. Okay, let's move on to the legs now. So just take those legs out and we're going to pull the toes back, and as you do that you'll feel it tighten on the front and pull on the back. Just relax it and try again. Pull the toes back. Down we go. Same on the other side. Lift, pull those toes back so you'll feel it tense on the front, stretch on the back, other side, pull and down. And this one is going to be for the hips and the back of the leg. So for this one we can shuffle back a little bit. We're going to take hold of one of our feet and we're just going to lift that leg up, and you should feel that pulling along the back there, and drop it down. And we'll do one more on the other side. Lift up that leg, feel that stretch down the back. And there we go, well done.
And that's it for this week. Well done if you've been following along with those movements there. If you have done the whole thing, incredible, pat on the back. If you've not followed along the whole thing and had to take a break, don't worry, you can work your way up to it. It will be fantastic. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again on Monday.